Welcome to St. Louis Women's Center. This is the Vagina Monologues. Give it up for Stephanie, Melanie, and Tara.
Well, thank you. Thank you, everybody. I know this is not quite what you were expecting. It seems our wives got sick at the cast party last night. We had Asian catering, and that's never a good idea for American white women. My name is Mark. I'm married to Melanie. I'll have the other guys introduce themselves.
Hey, thanks, Mark. My name is Francis. I'm married to Stephanie. Lovely wife, Stephanie. I'm glad to be here to help.
My name is Scott. I'm married to Tara for the past 25 years.
Wonderful. We don't really have a script, so I got a list of things we're supposed to say here. I don't think any of us have actually attended one of their rehearsals or shows. Okay, so here we go. It says we're supposed to start with analogies. Okay. I'll try to go first. I don't want to, but I'll try. This is for you, Melanie. God damn it. My vagina is like a tree, blossoming and giving life wherever it goes.
Okay. Jesus. My vagina. Do I have to say vagina? Can I say pussy?
No, it's the Vagina Monologues, not the Pussy Monologues.
Vagina just makes me uncomfortable. All right. Okay. I got it. My vagina is like a lioness. Oh God! It's always on the hunt for the next meal. Okay. Scott, you wanna? Oh crap!
I'm trying to read Tara's handwriting. I've never been really good at reading her handwriting. She writes very sloppy. My vagina is full of mystery and wonder, much like the Grand Canyon, running deep with historical influence and a major landmark.
Okay. I think we'll do three more, and we'll try to move on. My vagina is much like a handgun. When loaded, it's dangerous.
Oh, Christ. Okay. My vagina is like that one scene in Predator. When they see it, like they're pretty sure they see it, and then they freak out and they all shoot at the woods until they're out of ammo. Scott, just take this.
My vagina is like a strong wildebeest that protects its young. It kills intruders. And it's very durable, and it gets me where I need to go. I can't read this handwriting.
All right. Very good. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to bring it into the next section. Everyone have their instructions from their wives?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Jesus. It looks like it's going to be our first periods. Okay. Scott?
I'll go first. I have an entry from Tara's journal from when she was in middle school. It's about her first period. It was like a rushing river destroying everything in its path. It was cleansing the prepubescent evil. It was me stepping into womanhood. And, it's bloodier than every major war combined. Oh my.
Okay, interesting. Didn't know that about Tara. Okay.
Steph is, she's leaving a lot to the imagination. She tends to be short, sweet, and to the point. And I'm not really a big fan of reading this, but she said, my first period was like a vampiric bukkake, and my panties were the whore.
Oh my God!
Okay, good. I have I have what Melanie wrote on a bar napkin in between vomiting last night. Okay. It seems her family joined the Baptist church when she was about 8th grade. So as she was being baptized into the church, the priest dipped her back into the water, and it was as if God decided that at that moment she was finally ready for womanhood, and her uterus unleashed into the baptismal pool. She said it looked like a rice paddy in Nam. Good. All right. Wonderful insight from my lovely wife. Let's move on to the first times. This is going to be hard as... Okay, let's start off with Francis.
Oh, man. Okay. I'm learning a lot about my wife that, frankly, I was more comfortable not knowing. Once again, short, sweet, and to the point, all she said was, my first time was a drunken haze of heroin and poor decisions. I don't remember much, but the phrase back alley bum party comes to mind.
Okay, for Tara, I'm trying to collect my thoughts because this is just devastating and shocking, and I can't believe she wrote this. My first time was in the back of a TGI Fridays with a Burt Reynolds impersonator on stilts, while a Kathy Bates impersonator filmed.
All right, it seems Scott's crying. Very good. I'm sure we will all cry a little bit before we go to bed tonight. Okay, this next from Melanie, her first time. It was ripped out of the page of her childhood diary. It looks like it was in the June of 1979. All right, here we go. Just had my first date with Mark. It went lovely. We went to see a movie. He took me out to dinner. It was a good dinner. I had steak and potatoes. He paid for it all like a gentleman. He dropped me off at my door, and my dad was, of course, watching from the window, which made him a little bit nervous. So he kissed me on the cheek politely and left and drove off in his car. Oh, that doesn't sound like a... Oh, there's another side here. After my father went to sleep, I went over to Mark's house to tell him how much I appreciated our first date. But his brother Jack answered the door, and it gets really kind of, what is cum dumpster?
Jesus.
There's also other words here I don't recognize. It says finger bang, sperm burper, poop shoot, hooker's delight. Huh. And then she said she went in the bathroom, cleaned up the blood and semen from her clothes, and I had apparently woken up, came into the bathroom, assumed she was there to surprise me, and she had her second time with me. And it was boring and bland, and he only lasted a minute and a half, which I thought was good. I thought it was good to live. It's a very long time for me.
Okay.
I've gotten better. I've gotten very much better.
Mark, it's okay. Folks, I think we should wrap this up. My beautiful wife Stephanie texted me. They want us to talk about how we as men can sympathize with their pussy monologue or whatever, and they also want us to talk about what we learned about our wives.
Real fast before we close, I found some really shocking information here. I looked in the back of her diary. It turns out in high school, they would call Tara, she had a nickname because she was apparently very popular with men of different ethnicities. They called her Baskin Robbins, the United Nations, and Mother Clitorisa. Yeah.
Okay. Scott, Okay, why don't you talk about how you can sympathize with women and their struggles, and talk about something you learned about your wife tonight?
I can sympathize with the women's struggle because I know their pain about their periods and whatnot, and what they have to go through. Because I am a gynecologist assistant in training. I've spent many long hours looking at vaginas. It's really just it's a terrible thing to witness when they have malfunctions. And what I learned about my wife today is she's a lot of secrets and a dark past, but I still love her. Even though she put here in her diary that her first time with me, she rode my mustache so hard that's why it appears that my mustache hair is naturally curly. Scott?
I guess I don't really sympathize with a lot that we talked about. I guess one thing I could talk about is I sympathize with the periods to a degree. Because I remember there was this one night, this was like last year, and I don't want to say I was pooping, but it was more like I was committed to the toilet by a series of hard farts. They were too wet to justify just letting them go, so I had to, it was a weird night. Mexican, I don't want to talk about it. But the point is, money had been tight. We just got back from vacation, and Stephanie bought cheap toilet paper to compensate, and boy, it was rough. You know, because you got to get up there, you got to be thorough, and it just there was blood in it. I mean, it wasn't a lot. It wasn't like hospital visit worthy, but it was disturbing. I don't know if you've ever had blood in your stool. I don't know if the blood was in my stool or if it was just like chapping my sphincter or something. But that was rough. I get it. I get it, ladies. What I learned about my wife, I was really uncomfortable this whole time. If I had to name one thing I learned about my wife, she's kind of a dirt skank.
Okay, so I sympathize with the plight of women, as I am a very small man, so a lot of times I will be taken advantage of in different ways. I'm pretty sure I earn 60 cents less than the male coworkers in my coal mining job. Let's see, what I learned about my wife. She has a lot of very colorful language, and our entire relationship is based on a lie. So I guess that's all for us. I'm Mark.
I'm Francis.
I'm Scott.
And this was the Vagina Monologues. Good night, I guess.
Thank you for coming out to the Women's Center in St. Louis. Everyone have a great night and drive safe.